Eating 4 eggs a day sounds simple, but it raises many questions about health, cholesterol, protein balance, vitamins, and long-term effects on the body. Eggs have been part of human diets for thousands of years, and they are one of the most complete natural foods because they contain high-quality protein, healthy fats, and important micronutrients. When people hear about eating 4 eggs daily, they often worry about cholesterol and heart disease, but doctors usually explain that the story is more complex than just counting cholesterol numbers. Eggs contain dietary cholesterol, but modern research shows that for most healthy people, dietary cholesterol has a limited effect on blood cholesterol levels compared to saturated fats and processed foods. The liver produces most of the cholesterol in the body, and when you eat cholesterol from food, the liver often adjusts its own production. This means that in many individuals, eating eggs does not automatically cause dangerous cholesterol spikes. However, the reaction can differ from person to person because genetics, metabolism, activity level, and overall diet play major roles in how the body handles fats and cholesterol. Eggs are rich in complete protein, which means they contain all essential amino acids that the body cannot make on its own. Eggs provide roughly 24 to 28 grams of protein depending on size, which supports muscle repair, immune function, and hormone production. This protein is highly bioavailable, meaning the body can use it efficiently compared to many plant sources. People who are trying to build muscle or maintain strength with age often benefit from such high-quality protein. Protein also increases satiety, which can help control appetite and reduce unnecessary snacking. When someone eats eggs in the morning, they may feel full for longer, which can help with weight management if the rest of the diet is balanced. Eggs also contain important vitamins like vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin E, and several B vitamins including B12 and folate. Vitamin D is especially valuable because few foods naturally contain it, and it plays a role in bone health, immune defense, and mood regulation. Eggs also supply minerals like selenium, phosphorus, and iodine, which support thyroid function and antioxidant defense. The yolk contains choline, a nutrient that is essential for brain health, liver function, and the formation of cell membranes. Choline deficiency is more common than people realize, and eating eggs regularly can help meet daily requirements. Eggs can provide a large portion of the recommended choline intake, which may support memory and cognitive performance over time. What happens if you eat 4 eggs every single day? It's a question that gets a lot of debate. But let's crack into the real science beyond just protein and cholesterol. First, let's talk about fat. Yes, egg yolks contain fat, but it's not all bad. You get a mix of saturated fat, which should be eaten in moderation, and the heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Some eggs are even packed with omega-3s, especially if the hens have an omega-3-rich diet. These fats are incredible for reducing inflammation, supporting your heart, and boosting brain function. So, will 4 eggs a day make you gain weight? It really depends on the rest of your diet. If you're swapping out processed meats or sugary cereals for eggs, you're actually upgrading your nutrition. But if you're just adding them on top of an already high-fat diet, then yes, the extra calories might lead to weight gain. It's all about balance. But here's something doctors don't always have time to explain. Eggs are amazing for your eyes. They're loaded with antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients literally build up in your retina and act like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light. For anyone spending hours on a screen or concerned about aging eyes, eating eggs regularly can be a game changer, potentially reducing the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration. And what about blood sugar? Eggs are a superhero here. With almost 0 carbs, they don't spike your glucose levels. The combination of protein and fat slows down digestion, giving you steady, sustained energy without the sugar crash and cravings later. This makes them a fantastic choice for anyone managing insulin resistance or diabetes. Just make sure to pair them with healthy foods like vegetables or whole grains, not with refined white bread or sugary sauces, which would completely cancel out the benefits. Though eating 4 eggs a day could be a powerful move for your health, offering benefits for your heart, brain, eyes, and blood sugar, it's about seeing the whole egg, not just 1 or 2 nutrients. Eating 4 eggs daily may also influence hormone production. Cholesterol is a building block for hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol. Very low cholesterol diets can sometimes interfere with hormone balance, especially in people who train hard or restrict calories. By providing natural cholesterol and healthy fats, eggs can support normal hormone synthesis. This may help with energy, mood, and reproductive health. For athletes and physically active people, eggs are often considered a natural recovery food because they supply amino acids that repair muscle tissue and fats that support cell structure. Despite these benefits, there are important cautions. Not everyone responds the same way to high egg intake. Some individuals are hyper-responders, meaning their blood cholesterol rises significantly when they eat large amounts of dietary cholesterol. For these people, 4 eggs a day may push LDL cholesterol to unhealthy levels. People with existing heart disease, familial hypercholesterolemia, or certain metabolic disorders should be cautious and monitor their lipid profile with medical guidance. Doctors usually advise moderation rather than extremes because balance is safer than any single food dominating the diet. Another concern is calorie intake. 4 eggs contain about 280 to 320 calories depending on size and preparation. If these calories are added without reducing other foods, daily intake may exceed energy needs and lead to gradual weight gain. Weight gain itself increases the risk of high blood pressure, diabetes, and joint problems. Eggs are filling, but they are still calorie-dense compared to vegetables or fruits. The effect of eating 4 eggs a day depends on whether they replace less nutritious foods or simply add to an already large meal plan. Hey everyone, let's talk about eggs. For the longest time, they were the bad guys of the breakfast table, blamed for high cholesterol. But is that really the whole story? Turns out, the health impact of an egg has less to do with the egg itself and more to do with how you cook it and what you eat with it. Think about it. A simple boiled or poached egg is a powerhouse of protein and nutrients, but when you fry that same egg in a ton of butter and serve it alongside greasy bacon, processed sausages, and refined white toast, the nutritional picture changes completely. Suddenly, it's part of a meal high in saturated fats and sodium, which are the real culprits for heart health concerns. It's the company it keeps that matters. And let's not forget food safety. Eggs need to be handled properly. Always cook them thoroughly to avoid any risk of salmonella. This means no runny whites, especially for children, pregnant women, or those with weaker immune systems. Storing them in the fridge is also key to keeping them fresh and safe to eat. So, are eggs healthy? Absolutely. They're a fantastic source of high-quality protein, vitamins, and minerals. The trick is to prepare them in a healthy way. Think boiling, poaching, or scrambling with just a little oil. Pair them with whole grains, fresh fruits, or vegetables for a balanced and truly nutritious meal. So go ahead and enjoy your eggs. Just be mindful of their friends on the plate. Ever heard that eating an egg will instantly make you smarter? Let's crack this myth wide open. It's true that eggs are packed with a super important nutrient called choline, which is a building block for a neurotransmitter that helps with memory and other brain functions. So yes, eggs are definitely good for your brain. But here's the catch, it's not a magic trick. Choline doesn't work alone. It needs friends like vitamins B6, B12, and folate to really do its job well. Think of it like a team, you need all the players on the field. So, just eating eggs without a balanced diet, won't give you that super brain power boost you might be hoping for. And what about the cholesterol in eggs? For most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't have a big impact on their blood cholesterol levels. However, if you have certain genetic predispositions, you might want to be more mindful. It's all about how your body handles it. Ultimately, a healthy brain comes from a healthy lifestyle. Combining eggs with a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is the real secret. It's the whole package that counts, not just one single food. Is eating 4 eggs a day the secret to a supercharged body, or a one-way ticket to health problems? Let's crack this myth wide open. For a long time, eggs got a bad rap because of cholesterol. The old thinking was that dietary cholesterol from eggs would clog your arteries. But guess what? Science has moved on. For most of us, the cholesterol we eat has very little impact on the cholesterol in our blood. Our liver is the real boss here, producing most of the cholesterol our body needs. So, what happens if you eat 4 eggs daily? Well, on the plus side, you're getting a powerhouse of nutrients. We're talking high-quality protein to build muscle, choline for brain health. Now, for the cons. While the cholesterol concern is overblown for many, it's not for everyone. If you have a genetic predisposition, like familial hypercholesterolemia or certain health conditions like type 2 diabetes, you might need to be more cautious. Your body might be more sensitive to dietary cholesterol. Also, balance is key. If 4 eggs are crowding out other healthy foods from your diet, like fruits, veggies, and whole grains, you're missing out on important fiber and a wider range of nutrients. A varied diet is always the best diet. So, what's the final verdict? For the average healthy person, 4 eggs a day can be a perfectly fine part of a balanced diet. But if you have specific health concerns, it's always a good idea to chat with your doctor or a registered dietitian. What are your thoughts on eggs? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more myth-busting content. Thanks for watching.